Hello all, I am Dr. Gayathri, an educational therapist. I am the founder of Flourishing Kids and I work with kids having learning difficulties. Today we are going to see 5 tips to learn efficiently. Let's discuss how you can become an efficient learner using these 5 tips. The first step is break down difficult, complicated tasks into simpler, less complicated tasks. Suppose you are working with a maths problem. Try to split it out at each level and then try working out this first step, then go to the next step. That makes it less complicated and easy to understand and solve also. It always works with other subjects also. If you're learning English, social, science, just try reading first chapter or the first part, then go to the next one. Just don't focus on everything together. It is more complicated, so try splitting whenever possible into smaller chunks. The second tip is always plan short periods of study rather than a long one. Don't plan everything towards the end, just before night for the exam or for your test. Or don't think and plan that the weekend I'll be completing 6 hours of homework, I'll be completing 6 hours of study. It is very difficult. Rather split it up. Split it up along the entire week, daily, so that it becomes more easy for you and you can focus more also on all subjects. The third point is quiz yourself. This is very, very important. Whenever you're reading or learning, we always think that rereading is very, very efficient. So we have to complete the entire book or the entire unit again. We have to reread it. But rather than rereading it, quiz yourself. Try asking questions from whatever you have learned. Try answering them. That is very, very effective because you are activating your brain and you're trying to recall it. You're trying to remember it. So once you start doing this quizzing concept, your brain retains more and you would be able to remember more also. So always try quizzing. That is very effective. Plan your study schedule. Planning is very, very important. Always have a broad study schedule, not only for your exams, for your regular days, for your regular school days, regular week. Plan the study schedule. I would ask you to plan it up for at least 1 week in advance. That is effective. You can do it on your weekends so that you can plan what is ahead. And for the exams, of course, before that we can start planning it broadly. And there is one small important thing here. Always try to check out your plan the before night itself. If some corrections have to be made, you can make it at that time. Don't try doing it on the day or when you open the book and then try planning and scheduling. Then you will think, might be I should have started with this subject. No, I would go to the science. Then maybe I go to the maths. And we take much of the time only with the planning and scheduling rather than actually learning it. So always try planning it ahead. That is very, very important. The last point, and it is a very key point, is sleep. Don't think that sleep is okay, we can avoid sleep or we can reduce the sleeping hours, especially during the exam time or whenever the exams are approaching or you're having some test, and we always think that okay, sleep can be compromised. Please don't do that. Sleep is very, very important. As I discussed in our last session also, there are 2 modes of thinking, focused mode and diffused mode of thinking, and only in sleep the diffused mode of thinking also starts working and the learning is consolidated in your sleep. So remember to sleep properly. That is very, very effective for studying, learning and everything. So use all these 5 tips to become an efficient learner. Thank you all. Happy learning.